Well, welcome everyone. Thank you so much for being here tonight. We are so excited about an amazing business opportunity. And I hope that as you're joining us, you've just, if just not right now, had an opportunity to take a look at the ABC News Primetime Investigative Report. If you haven't, go watch the first 5 minutes at biohackingyourbody.com. Hopefully you have, and you saw John Quinones, because what I'd like to do is start by just making sure that at this point you and I have the same definition of what oxidative stress is, and that you're clear on what protandim does in the body. And a lot has happened since that ABC News clip aired. It is a little antiquated, but we love to share it because it's the beginning of our history. And then I'm going to bring you up to speed in terms of where things have evolved to today with this opportunity. And we can explore some components that we always want to look at when we're evaluating any business opportunity. So again, my name is Marci Steiner. I am from North Bethesda, Maryland, and I am so excited to be here. Everybody, why don't I invite you to just take in a deep breath. It feels good. I don't know about you, but maybe you had a long day. We just got oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is damage to the cells of our body. It's mutations to our cells. Normal cells mutating into abnormal cells, and it literally happens from breathing in air. If you were to picture an apple or a banana or a pear that you just cut up and you put it on a plate, you stuck it on the kitchen counter and you forgot about it, what would happen? It turns brown, right? So the same thing's happening in our body. Our body is changing literally from breathing air, from eating food that has chemicals and preservatives and fungicides and pesticides added to it, from holding the cell phone up to our head, from all these electromagnetic frequencies bombarding us that we can't even see, changing our cells. And we are literally on fire with free radicals as a result of this damage, this oxidative stress damage, like 300 septillion free radicals, like a 3 with 24 zeros after it, attacking us, changing us every day. And we can't get away from it. We're breathing in jet fuel. We're just surrounded. Wi-Fi. So far, and by the way, we know that this oxidative stress is directly linked to hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of different malfunctions in the body, diseases. And what most people have been doing to try to combat the free radical damage so far is they're taking antioxidants. I think you guys have probably heard of free radicals and antioxidants. The problem with the antioxidants is that they are direct antioxidants, meaning one blueberry or the goji berry or the acai berry or the camu berry or the organic juice you're drinking can only neutralize one of those free radicals, and we've got so many attacking us. Can you imagine how many blueberries we'd have to eat every day? A lot. We'd have to eat like a coliseum. So with this formulator, Dr. McCord, what he did was very significant. He found a way to take these 5 plant ingredients and stick them in a specific ratio, like a recipe. And when he hit that exact right sweet spot of that recipe, and this took many, 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 many years to get to this exact point, but when he hit that exact recipe of these 5 plant ingredients, something happened that had never happened in the body before. Actually, I'm going to tell you about 3 things that happened. He activated a protein messenger in the cell called NRF2. NRF, like a Nerf football, number 2. NRF2. And when this protein messenger gets activated, it's almost like a light switch that goes on. And what happens is we upregulate hundreds of survival genes in our body, downregulate fibrosis genes, like anything inflammatory. It's like taking the dimmer switch and turning it down. Do you think turning down inflammation is a good thing? It's a good thing, right? And the other amazing thing that happens is that when you activate this pathway, every cell of our bodies start to manufacture, our body cells start manufacturing their own antioxidant enzymes. And it puts us in a position where we're not just fighting off the free radicals at a 1-to-1 ratio. Now we're able to fight them off at 1,000,000 to 1. Dr. McCord said up to 1,000,000 to 1 per second every second. So did you guys see how John Quinones in the news report, how his oxidative stress came down 45% in 14 days? I hope you saw that. Pretty amazing, right? The very first independent human study puts us in a place where as a business, we can make a claim, a legal claim that no one else in the world can make. And it's a very, very good position to be in when you're in business and you can make a claim that no one else can make. And that is that taking Protandim Nerve2 activator reduces the oxidative stress load on your cells, the damage to your cells, an average of 40% in 30 days. So based on what I'm telling you in terms of what oxidative stress is and what Protandim does in the body, who do you think could use something like this? Well, when I was exploring this business opportunity 6 years ago, the first thought that came through my mind was, okay, this niche market, like maybe elderly people, or then I thought maybe athletes, or maybe, and then I realized, wait a minute, it's everybody. It's everyone. It's not a little niche market. It's every mammal breathing air is breaking down. So I hope that everybody is a big enough target market for you guys as you're exploring this business opportunity. All right, so let me bring you up to speed, because that news clip that you watched aired back in 2005. And originally at the end of it, it used to say, for more information, go to abcnews.com. Everybody did. They started emailing, calling. $5 million of orders came in, and the stock, because this is a publicly traded company, LFVN is the ticker symbol. The stock at the time went from $1 to $20 overnight, just on speculation about what Protandim was going to do in people's bodies. The problem was Dr. McCord was a researcher. He was a scientist. He wasn't a sales guy. There was no infrastructure. Nobody was there to pick up the phone and take all the orders. They ran out of product. The stock fell, almost got taken off the registry. But the good thing that happened was that all these other researchers around the country ended up hearing about it. From Harvard, Virginia Commonwealth, Louisiana State, University of Colorado, and Michigan, and Vanderbilt, Ohio. And they called up Dr. McCord and said, if we can just get our hands on this product, we want to start initiating and funding our own studies on this. Now, I don't know about you guys, but that's very unusual. Most of the time, if a company has a product they're bringing to market, they're doing their own research. They don't have huge institutions that are saying, we'll use our own staff and use our own money, our own funds to study your product. We now know, we meaning LifeVantage, this company, knows that there are about 50 independent studies that have already been initiated on Protandim, and 24 of them have already been submitted to the National Institute of Health for publishing. Now, there's studies that have come in, the researchers have looked at them, and they've tried to shoot holes in that research, and when they couldn't, then it was published as peer-reviewed, the highest form of validity in any kind of study, at the National Institute of Health's Library of Medicine. You can go there. If you're a science geek, if you like to do, I'm really not going to get so much into the science, but what I can say that I think is kind of amazing as a business owner is that I can send you to med.gov. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
You're freezing up.
Yeah, I can't hear you anymore. See you.
Yeah, we seem to have lost the audio, Marci.
Oh, we lost the video. Oh, there you go. All right, you got to unmute.
I don't know if somebody else is using this computer or something at the same time, saying, can you guys hear me okay? Okay, sorry. So anyway, I don't know. Oh, we are still recording. I have no idea what happened. I apologize. So what happened was all these researchers submitted in, studies that have been published at pubmed.gov, studies on skin cancer and Protandim by Louisiana State University, where the mice that were all exposed to carcinogens, the ones that were taking Protandim, didn't have the same incidence of skin cancer. The ones that got it, it wasn't spreading the same. And it led this company, LifeVantage, into their second product category, where they thought if Nerf2 activation is so powerful inside the body, what would it do on the skin? And they actually developed a skincare regimen that activates Nerf2. There were studies on scar tissue going away in the veins that caught the attention of even the American Heart Association. They've never endorsed a supplement before, but they were so blown away by the research that they ended up publishing a huge article in their magazine, Circulation Magazine, that endorsed Protandim going out to all the American Heart Association members. The government got involved, the Division of the Department of Defense, DARPA, they published the 15 study. The Navy SEALs are on this. The National Institute on Aging published one of the most recent studies saying that Protandim was the only natural substance they could prove extended life in 7% of the male mice. So bottom line is we have great science behind our product. And back in 2005, we had studies, we had science, but we didn't have infrastructure. We weren't set up to be an online business. So the board of directors just said, let's get this out of this little office and put it into stores. And Protandim sat on the shelves in the GNCs, the CVSs, the vitamin stores, apothecaries, all across the country, but it was sitting on the antioxidant shelf. There was no Nerf2 activation shelf, so nobody knew what it was in the bottle. It only sold a half a bottle per store per month. Is that crazy? They could not get the sales above 3 million. So finally, the company decided to hire this consultant. They were very frustrated. And this guy came in, he looked at the ABC News report, looks at the peer-reviewed research and says, your hands are on what we call in marketing a disruptor to the market. A disruptor is when a new technology or new product enters into a vertical space and it literally turns the whole thing upside down on its head. That is what's happened with Amazon, changing the way that we shop. That's what's happened with digital photography, totally disrupting the film industry. Remember when we used to go and buy film to put in our cameras to take pictures, right? Remember that? Look what's happened to taxi cabs with Uber and Lyft. That is what this consultant said. He's like, you have a disruptor and nobody knows about this thing. He said, what you want to do, because originally the company thought, well, let's get it in big box stores like Costco or Walmart. He says, nope, a bottle sitting on a shelf anywhere, nobody's going to know what it was. They were stuck at 3 million because the pharmacist had no idea what a Nerf2 activator was. So finally, this consultant said, you've got to tell the story. There's a huge story here, and you need to put it in the hands of entrepreneurs. Don't necessarily get into sales per se, but have a system and leverage the number one driver to any consumer making a decision. I think you guys would all know what it is. Word of mouth. All you have to do is think about what happens when a new restaurant opens up, right? You go to the restaurant, the service is amazing, the food's delicious, the atmosphere is fun. What do? You tell your friends, right? And then your friends go to the restaurant, they have an amazing experience, and then they tell their friends. And next thing you know, it's not a new restaurant anymore. The same thing happens with a new movie. And I don't care what kind of business you own. I don't care if you're a lawyer, you have a law practice, or if you're a personal trainer, or you're a doctor, or you own a shopping center. Every entrepreneur out there is hoping and praying that someone, their constituents, their patients, their customers are going to have a good experience with their product or service, and then they're going to tell someone who's going to tell someone who's going to tell someone. And that is what this consultant said to LifeVantage, our company. They said to the board of directors to pull it all out of the stores, and they did that 8 years ago. So everything came out of the stores, and we started using a system to expand the network through people that we know, network marketing. And here's what's happened. The first year, sales that were stuck at 3 million in the stores went to 11 million. The second year, 39 million. The third year, 126.2 million. And our company's stock started trading on the NASDAQ. And now we're over 200 million and nobody knows about this. No one knows about it. That's a good thing, right? I mean, relatively nobody. We have a few people on the call right here. And thank you guys again for being here if you've joined us since we started. So what I want to do is I want to just explore a few components that you as an entrepreneur taking a look at this business opportunity would want to consider. And when you're looking at any business opportunity, of course, the first would be the company itself. Our company is publicly traded, and that's very powerful because there are no secrets. There's complete transparency. The ticker symbol, again, is L, like Larry, Frank, Victor, Nancy, LFVN. We are working with, I'll be completely transparent. There was a period of time that the company went a little flat. We had very sharp, grounded executives running this business, but they didn't really have experience in the industry. And the benefit of our board of directors was that they were able to say, we need to have the best in network marketing. And that's what they attracted. They brought in a guy named Darren Jensen, who now currently is steering the ship of our company. And this guy has a track record of taking multiple companies from the millions into the billions. He is a master strategist. And trust me, I'm really picky. And he has then gone and attracted the best corporate team. One after the next in every position of the company right now. We have the best of the best with so much experience in the network marketing industry. And they're all working so beautifully together. Now, we're not in the business of going and getting people, okay? We are really a very heart-centered community. It was one of the things that attracted me to LifeVantage, to this opportunity. I met people that were really coming from their heart, really coming from a place of love and contribution, coming from a place of wanting to make people better. And in doing that, making the world a bigger place, a better place. And I could be a part of it. Maybe that's something that you've dreamed of. I don't know. But I can tell you this, we're expanding like crazy. We're not just in the United States. We're in 17 different countries like Mexico, Australia, Japan, Hong Kong, Canada, Thailand, the UK, Germany, the Netherlands. I mean, it just goes on and on. We have a way to do social marketing in China. We just opened up Taiwan. We are consistently expanding, and that's critical because part of how we get paid is based on the growth and expansion of our entire company. We all work together. Let's take a look at trends. That's another component you want to explore. The health and wellness industry is basically equates to the largest economic trend in world history. That's huge. Everywhere you look, you see new wellness centers opening up, and yoga studios, and Pilates studios, and hospitals. I mean, people are looking for solutions with their health, and we are smack dab in the middle of that, as well as the anti-aging industry. And I have to tell you, another big trend, home-based business. You're going to see your friends, people all around you, trying to find a way that they can have a side gig from home. It's not going to be a matter before long as to, are your friends and are you involved in a network marketing opportunity? It's going to be which one resonates with you. And it's because really, I don't know where you are, but I'm on the East Coast. There's a lot of traffic. Mothers want to be home with their kids. There are things that are important to us. And turning over our life to someone else just gets old after a while. At least it did for me. There's also a trend within traditional business of lowering the cost of doing business. That's why we see people who have been working for companies for so long, 30 years, absolutely loyal, feeling like they were a part of a family, and then they're let go. It's really expensive to have a brick and mortar traditional business. And that was something that I kept thinking about as I was looking to have my own company. I don't know. It's a lot of responsibility. You have to pay the mortgage. You got to pay electricity. You got to pay for water. And did I say water already? I don't know, insurance. And you got employees to keep up with. You got inventory to handle. It's a lot. So I think there's just this trend towards home-based business, lowering the cost of doing business. And then unfortunately, there's also a trend of financial instability. It's very unfortunate, but if most of us, if we were to lose our jobs, we wouldn't be in a position to pay our mortgage in 2-3 months down the road. So what we're seeing is a trend towards everyone, whether I don't care what house you live in, what car you drive. After 2008, no one's in the same position. There is a trend towards people wanting to create multiple streams of income and not put all their eggs in one basket. So I want to talk products for a minute, because products are really important. I'm not going to get real deep into all of our products. I just want to say that our products are consumable. That is critical for me in building a business, and for anybody that's not really anxious to be just driving sales. Because if you are dealing with products that are not consumable, and there are a lot of great ones out there that we all use, like water filters. I want filtered water, right? But I don't need a new one every month. Well, I just told you what Protandim Nerve 2 Activator does. It lowers oxidative stress. I'm never going to stop lowering my oxidative stress. My whole family's not going to stop lowering their oxidative stress. So do you get it? We're gobbling this up every month. And our products are consumable. That means we don't have to go find more people, and have that stress of doing that like you do with pocketbooks or shoes. And I love pocketbooks and shoes, but like I said, you don't need one every month. Also, we are first to market. That is a powerful advantage. If I was going to sneeze right now, I was looking around to see if I had one, but I'd probably look for a Kleenex, right? But it's not really Kleenex, it's a tissue, but Kleenex was first to market. It's like the other day, I cut myself on my umbrella. I went in to go buy some, something to cover up my little cut, and they had Curads there. So I bought the Curad, and I was like, oh, I really like this Curad Band-Aid. It's not a Curad Band-Aid, it's just a Curad, but I called it a Band-Aid because Band-Aid was first to market, right? That is an advantage that we have. We are first to market with the Nerve 2 Activator. And all of our products are the highest quality. In fact, Protandim has BSCG approval, means we're on the Banned Substance Control Group. Very few companies get that certification and approval. However, that means that even Olympic athletes are cleared to take our products, and they're all based on science. We are not just here to tell you about anecdotal stories as we're expanding our network. We can really point you towards the space like the National Institute of Health. That's the highest form of validity in scientific research. That's where all the doctors to go to do their studies. I mean, to do all their research, sorry. Specifically, we have gone into 5 different product markets. I believe another one's coming, but let me tell you, we have a second Protandim product now. It activates a different pathway called NRF1, the NRF1 pathway. What that does is phenomenal. It literally wakes up your body's ability to make more mitochondria. If you remember that from science class. But the mitochondria is what gives your cell energy to do what it's supposed to do. Our body is divine. If we get a little cut, we don't have to do anything for it to heal, right? Our body's always going towards that state. Not that I'm saying that Protandim cures or heals or treats or mitigates any disease or condition, but I will tell you this, our bodies are divine. And if we're just activating our bodies and giving, like a switch goes off and gives your cells more energy to do what they're supposed to do, that's a good thing. So we take the Nerve 1 and the Nerve 2 together, and they're fat soluble. We like to pair it in a what we call an ultimate biohacking toolkit. All right. This whole space that I'm talking about is called nutrigenomics, nutrition that activates your gene expression. And biohacking your body is a very good thing. It means not like hacking in a negative way. Biohacking means taking control of your biology and directing it in a positive direction. Who would like to do that? You think there's some people out there in the world that feel a little out of control with their biology? I know I'm in, right? It's really hard to escape everything that's coming at us. So we take this omega, we take Protandim, Nerve 1 and Nerve 2, and we couple it with a probiotic that's patented. It has a special coating around it that allows that good bacteria to survive going past the stomach acid so it can get into the intestines and create a healthy gut environment. That's like our second brain. Our gut is like our second brain. So we find that if we can absorb the things that are going through our intestines, including the other products that we're taking, we're in a really good position to have a good quality life. or a better quality of life, that's for sure. This Nerve2 activation, as I mentioned, we took it into the skin care market, an anti-aging skincare regimen called True Science. We brought it into the brain with executive functioning brain food. It's called Axio. We have it in decaf and we have it in regular, caffeinated with green tea. Tastes amazing. And it's what we're finding with our studies, our research on Axio is that people that are drinking Axio, and it's just like comes in these little sleeves like this, so you can mix it into a water bottle. But when you mix it up and you drink it, we're finding through our research that people are feeling happier, they're feeling more focused, their cognitive function, which we can measure, increases, and we can see that it's cumulative over time. So you think there's some people with brain fog that would like to kind of take their life to another level? I see people running into the Starbucks every day, all over the place, and drinking dangerous energy drinks, and ours is a whole different category. We also found that people were giving Protandim to their dogs. You know, like our pets, we love our pets. We'll take our pets to the vet before we even take ourselves to the doctor. So we did the research with canines and came out with Pet Tandem. It's a Nerve2 activated treat for dogs, and they will eat through the bottle because it tastes so good. So hide it from them. Just give them, you know, the amount that they need for their weight. And by the way, we have protection on Protandim. I didn't mention that, but we've got like 7 US patents and multiple international patents. So with our unique products, nobody's going to touch these for many, many years. I know since I started building my business 6 years ago, they've added even more patents. So that's important, very important. We also have a smart weight management system. And I'm not going to get into, it's called Physique. I'm not going to get into all of it, but talk to the person who invited you here so they can get into all the details of our products. But they're phenomenal. And when you buy the products, like that Vitality Stack, the ultimate biohacking toolkit called Vitality Stack, anytime you add extra products to the Vitality Stack, it's free shipping. So it's a good thing to know about. Let's talk about timing for a second, because if this was a real estate opportunity, I think we'd be talking about location, location, location. And network marketing, it's all about timing. And we are early. We are still in that, LifeVantage is in that pioneering phase. Basically, no one knows about this yet. It's crazy. If you went out on the street corner and said, "Excuse me, ma'am, sir, have you heard of oxidative stress? Are you familiar with Protandim?" They probably wouldn't know what you're talking about. So we are early. It's a huge opportunity, and every product that comes to market goes through this pioneering phase. They have to keep, you know, using that word of mouth and expanding until they reach that point of popularization. We haven't quite gotten there yet. But that's a good thing, because if you think about a company like Apple Computers, when would you have wanted to invest in a company like Apple Computers? Would you have wanted to invest when Steve Jobs was in the garage, or today? If it's me you're asking, I'm going to say in the garage. That's us. That's LifeVantage. We're in the garage right now, you guys. There was a time when someone probably told you about Facebook, and you're like, what's Facebook? And then they tell you, and you'd be maybe a little confused. And then maybe you'd run into someone else at a next cocktail party, and they tell you about Facebook. And maybe it was the 4th or 5th or 6th time that someone told you about Facebook that you were going home to get your friends and hop on Facebook, right? Today we see a little F and a little blue rectangle, and we know that's Facebook. If I say what Crocs shoes or Google is a search engine, you guys know what I'm talking about, because Google and Crocs shoes and Apple Computers reach that point of popularization. And then what happens? You go into momentum. That's when the fish are jumping in the boat. That's when everybody wants those Crocs shoes. They want to Google. They want an Apple iPhone or whatever, okay? That is the momentum. And I got to tell you, my background is corporate America, and I remember I helped launch the cell phone industry way back in the 80s, telling people when we were building cell phones and briefcases. I remember saying, you know, one day everybody's going to have one of these things. And people would look at me and they'd shake their head like in disbelief. Like, no, not everybody's going to have one of these cell phones. Guess what, you guys? Someday, one day, everybody's going to be activating their body because it just doesn't make sense to do the other thing, right? Everyone's going to do this. So the question is, where are they going to get it? You can't get it in the stores. Are they going to be finding it from you or someone in your network or someone else's network? I was like, well, I know I'm going to take this. It might as well be my network. So I'm just saying, you guys, we are still very early and we love customers and we are very much looking for leaders to help us expand. Not only because we're all customers in this business, even distributors. Like I own my own business, I take these products. So, but it's just that I feel a moral obligation to share. I feel a moral obligation to let people know about this because they don't. And I get paid. And I get paid multiple ways. In fact, if you're building a business, you probably want to know how you get paid. It's 6 different ways, not just one way. 3 of those ways are what we call more linear in income. And today, that's probably how most of us make our money. It's like trading houses for dollars, right? If we're in real estate, you want to make more money, you sell more houses. If you're working as in an hourly job, you trade hours for dollars. If you're a doctor, you're trading patients for dollars. You want to make more money, you see more patients. But you know what? There's only but so many hours in the day. So a lot of us get kind of maxed out. Maybe we're working 1 job or 2 jobs or maybe 3 jobs. But we know that if we do X, we're going to get paid Y if it's linear income. In this business, we are paid a commission every time we expand. It's 40% within the first calendar month for every new customer and new business partner that enrolls the business. So that's very significant. And then we're incentivized to go and help our new business partners expand their network. And when the people that we share with, like, here's what I did. I basically went to the sharpest people I know. I called them up and said, hey, I stumbled across an amazing business opportunity and I'm going for it. I'm really excited. And right now I'm in the process of setting up my business and lining up partners to build it with. I thought of you and wondered if you'd be open to taking a look at doing something with me. And we watched an ABC News report and I connected them to hear about where the company was at the time. Just kind of like what we're doing right now, the same system. We've got this system. Sometimes we do it on 3-way calls. We have several different tools to share the information that you're hearing about from me this evening. Now, let's just say that you were to do something like that and you enrolled 5 business partners. And those 5 did the same thing. They learned the system and they shared with 5. Now you've got 25 on what we call your second level. 25 share with 5. Now you've got 125 on your third level. 125 share with 5. That's over 600 on your fourth level. And it continues to expand out. And people are using the products month after month. Well, when all the sales of every product has a point value, basically, when the points get to 5,000, then not only are you making bonuses from just your personal expansion with new distributors, but you're now being paid bonuses when other distributors in your business are bringing in new business partners, okay? Not only that, but there's leveraged income because we can only touch so many people ourselves. I'm a holistic healer. There's only so many people I can put my hands on myself. But I know that working with some business partners who have shared with some others. It's now today, after 6 years of building my business, turned into over 30,000 people. And that's a lot more people that get helped, right? Just because I was not selfish and I basically decided to share. And as business partners, we have 10 different ranks in our business. And the way we go up in rank is based on how much volume we have moving through our whole network. We get paid an average of 5% of what's being purchased every month, month after month after month. That's leveraged income. I don't think that happens when you refer somebody to most things in life, right? Sharing a good thing. We also, I want to show you guys before I tell you the last 2 ways to make money and wrap this thing up tonight. I'm going to see if I can share the screen because we are a publicly traded company and, oh no, I don't think I can. That's all right. Oh my gosh, this is like a different system than I'm used to. I'm just going to get rid of it. It's okay. I was going to show you the real money, but talk to the person who invited you or go to the main company site, which is lifevantage.com, and scroll down to the very bottom of that website. On the right-hand side, you'll see it says resources. And then fourth from the bottom, it says earnings claim statement. And what you'll see in the second column over are the average monthly commissions at every given level. Well, anybody that you personally enroll in this business, you're going to earn 10% match on whatever their checks are every month. I love this because not only, because basically we are incentivized to go and help you build your business. This is not a get-rich-quick business. This is not a pyramid scheme, okay? This is a real legitimate business, and I'm going to tell you right now, you want to make a commitment of at least 3 to 5 years. And at first, I will be honest, you're building your business, and the money's great up front. I was able to make very significant money. Even in my first week, I got my return on investment, okay? But I want to just say that there's a commitment, and you will earn 10% of the people of their check match, not coming from you, but coming from the company, month after month after month, and 5% 4 more levels below. You also, once you get your business to the elite ranks, which is Pro 7 or above, it means you've got 100,000 in volume moving through your organization in a calendar month. The company takes 4% of our global profits and sticks it in a pool. And they split that pool into quarters, and those shares are divided between the top elite ranks of the company. What that does is phenomenal. What that does is it creates a very collaborative environment where we in LifeVantage are one big family. We're not competing against each other. We as leaders, everybody wants to help everybody. So if you know someone in a different state, that person can just connect in with the LifeVantage family there, and they're welcome like family. Everybody here helps everybody because we know the larger we grow, the more money we all make, the more lives we touch. That's how we're making the world a better place. So at this point, I just want to say that you're falling into one of 3 categories. One, and before I do that, let me just say, I keep wanting to say, let me just say, I love this industry. I love network marketing. I grew up with a mother who was a professional network marketer. We were making about $50,000 a month before I even left to go to college, but I still did what my friends did. I went into corporate America after college, and I loved working. I worked 70, 80 hours a week. Love my job, love the people I work with. But what I didn't love having to ask off for vacation. I didn't love having to come back to work after I went on vacation. I am a free spirit. I just wanted to do what I wanted to do when I had children. I wanted to be with my kids. I wanted to travel and be free and work wherever I wanted to work, whenever I wanted to work, with whom I wanted to work. And that's what has been able to happen for me. And I've been able to help so many other people have what they want. So at this point, if you're going, gosh, I wonder if I could have what I want. You're here, you're taking a look at this business opportunity tonight for a reason, because you want to create something in your life is maybe missing, or I don't know, but maybe you have some dreams that you kind of squelched or shot them down because maybe you just became like fine or good enough. I got into that place. And then unfortunately, my family lost a lot of money unexpectedly, and I just didn't want to have to go back to work. Thank God LifeVantage came across my plate, because the residual, the leveraged income that has been created has kept me from having to work for someone else today, and put me in a position where I'm here sharing this amazing opportunity with you. If you're coming from a place where you're saying, this sounds really good, I'd like to research it some more, just know anybody can put anything on the internet. So if you went to Google, for example, you're going to find bloggers and advertisers that do keyword search optimization. I recommend you use scholar.google.com as a search engine. And that will filter out the bloggers and advertisers, gets you right to the facts. If you're into the science, like I said, PubMed.gov, but the science is done. We're we're good. I can tell you, I enjoy going to YouTube, to be honest, and looking at things like Protandim in dogs or Protandim in horses, and just kind of looking around there. Axio, there's a video there, Axio, Why We're Different. Talk to the person who invited you here and just let them know what you want to know more about that you didn't get tonight. As good of a job as I've done, I'm just kidding. But I tried to do a good job tonight at explaining this opportunity. I just got to look. I have to say, it's not for everybody. Not everybody's interested in helping to partner up with us and expand and retain the network of customers and business partners. That's okay. Maybe you're just saying, I would like to put these products though in my body. How do I do that? Well, the good news is you can go on subscription and order these products at the same exact price that distributors pay for them. You don't have to become a distributor to get a discount on the products. So I encourage you to do that, knowing that the subscription is completely flexible. You can change what you get at any time. You can cancel what you get at any time, but hopefully you're going to be like me and knowing this is going to keep your body biohacked in a very positive way for a long time. So the last thing I want to say is, if you are curious and desirous of wanting to find that platform, maybe this is the vehicle for you to have your dreams come true or to create something new in your life, and you want to explore starting a business, you would purchase one of our business kits to do that. Most people realize that whatever you do, there are 3 different options as you buy your business. Whatever you do, generally your business partners are going to ask you, what decision did you make? How did you start your business? And they're going to come in and start their business generally like you do. So for sharing and doing the same amount of work, I chose, and what you might want to consider is coming in at the highest level, which is the Platinum Pack, for a couple different reasons. One, it's $1,250, which is almost ridiculous for the money that you can create, right? But it also sets you up for the highest level of success. It gives you over $1,000 of wholesale product. It gives you a website that goes live immediately. We don't have to stock products or deliver products. People can come onto your website and the company will ship directly, and you'll get paid a thank you commission within a week. Okay? And it also gives you 2 tickets to whole company events, which is fabulous, because in this company, like I said, everybody wants to help you. If you want to learn from the best, you want to be at the next global convention or Elite Academy, when you watch this recording, make sure you ask. I know even before I started in the business, I got myself to the next company event I could get to, and I got a lot of clarity and met a lot of amazing people, and really my belief went through the roof. The more people that I met and started talking to, I got more and more excited. So once you have other people partner up with you on a Platinum Pack, you earn $400 commission for each business partner. So with 3, you've gotten your return on investment, you're ready to go into profit. There's also a $600, and by the way, with that product that you get everything. You have every product there to have a personal relationship with, and to display. So I really like having that, because if you seriously want to make good part-time income or full-time income or big-time income, you want to have that direct relationship with the products. There's also a great option that's called a Gold Pack. It's $650 investment. You don't get all the products. You get one ticket to a whole company event, and then you choose. Like you don't necessarily get everything, but there are a couple of options that you can choose with the Gold Pack. You earn $200 every time you have a Gold Pack partner. And with the Silver Pack, I would say we have 3 for a reason, because there's one that's right for you. The Silver Pack, I think, is perfect. It's $350. If you're that person that's saying, I want myself and my family to use these products, and I'd like to share them with my neighbors and my friends and the people that I love, my family, that might be the perfect pack for you. It doesn't have a lot of product in it, but it can allow you to earn money from sharing, opening up your heart. So again, I want to wrap this up. I want to thank you so much for being here. I've tried to give you all the all the key points tonight, all the key components to explore, but I know you probably have some other questions. So I just invite you to get back to the person who invited you to this overview this evening or whenever it is that you're watching this recording, and sending you all love, and have a wonderful night. Blessings to you all. Marci Steiner signing off. Hope to see you soon. Come play with us.